got a question for you guys. Bahrain Grand Prix debuted in 2004, and from 2004 to 2013, we've had it in the daylight, the baking desert, the heat of all heat. And to be honest, the racing hasn't been all that to remember about, right? But ever since 2014, the Bahrain Grand Prix has always been at night, and we've had some spectacles, we've had some spectacular races, but I wanted to find out exactly why this race in particular, this race weekend, changed from a daytime Sahara desert type thing into the cool nights, the bright lights, the under the lights, the Champions League nights, if you will, in Formula One. We'll get into that next. Now bear this in mind, in 2004, Middle Eastern Grand Prix, man, never heard of them. And now we've got Saudi Arabia, we've got Qatar, we've got Abu Dhabi. And so, you know, the Middle East is starting to fill up the Formula One grid, if you will. But Bahrain has been the longest standing, and you know what, it's even opening race seasons. We've had it in 2021, 2022, and as well 2023. Can you even remember a daytime race in Bahrain? Me, I can't remember. 2014, boy, it kicked off, okay? One of the best battles in Formula One history. It was the Mercedes W05 that was killing the race weekends, and it was that man, Lewis Hamilton, versus Nico Rosberg, going toe-to-toe, and gave us an epic race, which Lewis Hamilton went on to win. Can we forget our man, Pastor Maldonado? Esteban Gutierrez, remember the flippity flop flop flip? Yeah, man, that all happened in that same race in 2014 night race first year. The only bad thing about 2014 was those horrible noses in Formula One cars. But I tell you what, the racing was superb in Bahrain. Great stuff to have a night race in Bahrain. It looked lovely. And a memory we don't want to remember, of course, was Romain Grosjean in 2020 in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Listen, this isn't entertaining, but there's been something to talk about in terms of the Bahrain Grand Prix since it went to the nighttime. But what was the shift? What was the reasoning as to why we went from daytime to nighttime? The first reason in 2014 as to why it went to a night race was quite simply to celebrate 10 years at the Sakir circuit. 10 years they thought about, how do we make this a spectacular one? We need to celebrate it. Why? Because the daytime races, as I said earlier, didn't fill anybody with anything. But yes, the beginning was to celebrate 10 years, and because it was so tremendously good in 2014, they said, screw it, we're going to keep it night, and it would work for the UK European market where they could watch the race at a reasonable time around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, short, sweet and snappy. The reason why Bahrain Grand Prix is at night time was to celebrate 10 years at the track, and because it was so great, they continued it on, and it's done no harm to them whatsoever. They're even opening Formula One seasons. Hey, look, some of us missing the Australia days when it used to open up the season, but Bahrain has done a fantastic job. Great racing in Bahrain, great circuit as well, and even that year when we had two Bahrain sort of races and it was a different kind of track, Sakir Grand Prix and the Bahrain Grand Prix, phenomenal stuff. But that is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why the Bahrain Grand Prix is now a night race. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Was turning it to a night race a good idea? Do you miss the daytime desert? Let me know in the comment section down below. YouTube thinks you will like this video over here, or you can watch my latest video right over here. Thank you for being with me. You are in pole position. Until next time, lights out.